Good afternoon, card community. It is RJ. It is Sunday, so it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. All right, then. Time for some great trivia and prizes, I think. So, starting out with Monday's question. The 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings, first professional baseball team prior to the actual formation of what was originally the National Association of Professional Baseball Players, and then eventually the National League. Um, so, my question to you is who was the last member of the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings to still be playing, to still play Major League Baseball? Who was the last guy to still be in the majors? Now, I use as my source baseballreference.com. So this is the source. This is the roster of the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings. These are the individuals who actually appeared at any time in any game on that team for that team. So Asa Brainerd, pitcher, spot pitcher, and sometimes outfielder. Doug Allison was the primary catcher. Charlie Gould, the primary first baseman. Charlie Sweezy, primary second baseman. Fred Waterman, primary third baseman. George Wright, primary shortstop. Andy Leonard, the primary left fielder, and Harry Wright. He would pitch on the times Brainerd was not pitching, and he was also the center fielder primarily. So I guess Brainerd and Harry Wright switched the pitching duties, and then would be the guys who traded a outfield position. Now, in addition to those, well, I'm sorry, I forgot. And then Cal McVee was the primary right fielder. So, in addition to those 9 primary players, the 9 positions that are primary, and the one substitute guy, Harry Wright, because Harry Wright was also the manager. You had 3 individuals who were part-time players: Dick Hurley, James Fowler, and a guy named Live Oak Taylor. Great name that is. Now, who was the last man to actually appear in a major league game? The truth is, it was none of the regulars. It was actually this guy here, Live Oak Taylor. And how do I know that? So if you click on this button here, you'll get this. And here is a thing right here. It just gives a little bio about him. And it says here, his BR page. You can go to his baseball reference page. And I click on that. He appeared in 1884 in 41 games for the Pittsburgh American Association team. That 1884 date is later than any other player from the other Cincinnati Red Stockings. So the answer to your question is one Live Oak Taylor. That is the answer. So we'll go back to the thing. The individuals up on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. I've had a lot of people joining in this week for most of my listings. It's fine. I don't do this for viewership. If I did, I'd have dropped long ago. I barely get 30 people a video who actually watch it. So this is just for fun. And thank you for these individuals for joining in. All regulars, all repeat customers. So we will shuffle once and spin. You must hit 3 times on my channel to win. I do that because, first of all, not a lot of people show up, and I can. Secondly, because I like to spread the wealth around and allow for a better chance for somebody to win. I always hate the one and dones. So here we go. Spin. Good luck to everybody. So this coming week, very excited to show off some awesome stuff from my stop this week to the my LCS. I dropped by yesterday. And picked up some awesome little sets. So some things I'm very surprised I could get for the $5 off the $5 table. I was very very happy to find this one thing. I'm highlighting that on Wednesday. But in addition to that, I got a lot of cool stuff that I'm happy to, show off with you guys in the upcoming videos. In addition to that, I did get a big boy. I bought a big boy card off the bay. I say it like that because I keep telling my wife, she asks me, because I spend a lot of money on baseball cards, but not too much. And I always tell her, well, hon, I never spent over $1,000 on a card. And that's actually true. I have yet to spend, even with this big boy purchase, and I'm showing this off on Friday, I have never yet spent $1,000 on a card. Someday I know I will, because some of the cards I'm looking for are $1,000 cards. I think Callie and Jordan squad, that's 3 for you guys. It is. So Callie and Jordan squad. I don't know if I showed off what you're playing for. You were playing for still going through my Topps Gallery 2003 Hall of Fame edition. So guys over at Callie and Jordan, you're getting these awesome Hall of Famers, George Sisler and George Brett. The Georges are coming your way. We're going to move on to Wednesday. Wednesday's question. What was Wednesday's question? Wednesday, I asked this question. September the 2nd, 1980. This particular game took place in Hull, Hull, Massachusetts. And I said, on September the 2nd, 1880, in Hull, Massachusetts, a baseball game was played. I'm not going to tell you who played, what 2 teams played, but a baseball game occurred on that date in that town. I said, what was significant about the game? So let's take a look and click on this one here. Hull, Massachusetts, September 2nd, 1880. The Northern Electric Light Company set up wooden light towers near Nantasket Bay, and 2 teams representing Boston department stores played to a 16-16 tie in what was believed to be, by all reputable sources, the first time a game of baseball was ever played under the lights at night. So that's the answer. In Hull, Massachusetts, September 2nd, 1880, that is the recognized first game of baseball ever played under lights. So that was the answer. The individuals here on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess for that one. Now, normally you can only win once a week on my channel. Callie and Jordan squad, you would be out, but you did not throw out a guess on this one, which is fine. The other people are still in. What you're playing for on this one, still 2 cards from the 2003 Topps Gallery Hall of Fame edition. 2 cards from players from Milwaukee teams. I say that because the Braves at one time were in Milwaukee, but Robin Yount and Phil Niekro. That's the cards that are up for grabs on this one. We will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. I will say this. I enjoyed going to the card store, my local LCS. I always do it because he's got this great $5 bin. And I'm telling you, some of the things I found, I can't believe I was able to find this particular set. And that's the one on Wednesday. A lot of other people probably look at what I'm going to show, and they think, well, gee, why the heck would you want that? It's not worth anything, blah, blah, blah. But for $5, I'm happy to have it. And then I'm also, like I said, I picked up something big on the bay. Happy to have it. That's going to be on Friday. But I picked up something today on Facebook Marketplace. And I've already filmed my video, so you're going to have to wait an extra week to see that. But I'm thrilled about that pickup. It's one of those cool little items that people collect if they're a player collector, and everybody, because we all want to get everything from our player. When I saw this and I wanted $10 for it, I was like, hey, that's awesome. And I already have this particular item for my Mike Schmidt collection. Oh, that's 3 for Gradeworthy. Gradeworthy. Congrats to you, Alan. You're getting these 2 awesome cards. They will be coming your way shortly. And finally, on Friday, my question was, it was common practice, and I'll tell you this, prior to 1950, it's sometime after 1950 they changed the rule, but prior to 1950, players in the outfield would leave their gloves in the field between innings. So they would not regularly carry their gloves back to the dugout with them. They would simply throw them to the side and leave them out in the field. And that eventually that rule changed. I mean, we couldn't conceive of it today. You wouldn't dare do it. But it was the common practice back then. So when was the last year they did it, and or when was the first year it was outlawed? The answer, 1954. Yep. In 1954, actually at the end of 1953, I think it was in November of that year, they made the new rule. Players had to begin taking their gloves off the field with them every time. And so 1954 was actually the first time it was ever required that you bring your glove back to the dugout with you. Seems hard to believe today, but that is the truth. So that was the answer on that one, which we're playing for on this one, 2 New Yorkers. 1, Phil Rizzuto from the Yankees, 1, Tom Seaver from the Mets. That's what you're playing for on this one. The individuals up on the screen were kind enough to throw out a guess. As I said, Callie and Jordan squad, you are out. And Gradeworthy, you are out. Everybody else is still available. So we will shuffle once and spin. Good luck to everybody on this one. But yeah, I picked up something really cool on Facebook Marketplace. I'm not sure about you guys, but those are the places I check all the time. I'm always looking on the Bay. I'm always looking on Facebook Marketplace. The ComC is something I do a lot too, but not as often, because if I were to go on ComC and just start buying cards, I'd end up buying, $5,000 worth of cards without thinking, because ComC has so many great cards for my Mike Schmidt collection. And here and there's cards that I need to fill out other little sets that I've been working on that I haven't been able to complete. I've actually been pretty lax on the tradingcarddatabase.com recently. It's been months since I put together a trade with somebody. Months, as I say, since I did a tradingcarddatabase.com trade with anybody. I haven't been taking the time. I've been doing other things at night, every night, paying attention to the family, hanging with everybody, going to meetings, what have you. So I just haven't been able to get out onto the tradingcarddatabase.com recently, which I'm hoping to do more of now. I think that's 3 for Tommy Markwell. It is 3 for Tommy, so congrats to Tommy. You're going to get these 2 awesome cards. Believe it or not, next week is the final week of giving out cards from the 2003 Topps Gallery Hall of Fame edition. I've worked my way through all of those. Perhaps I'll pivot over to the Panini Cooperstown collection. I thought I do have a lot of cards from that now all of a sudden, because I opened up that other box, if you recall. That's not something we need to worry about now. Let's worry about that later, shall we? All right. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community. All right. Thanks for watching. Please come back next week for more great trivia and prizes. So take care.